Hello there, it's Patrina again with Do You Have a Couple of Minutes? And today I want to know if you have a couple of minutes to talk about complaining. Complaining is easy, but it's also worthless, especially if it's not about moving toward a more positive change. So today I wanted to share with you three things that maybe you can think about or keep in mind that might help to modify your complaining to more constructive communication that results in positive change. The first thing I want you to think about is acknowledging the effort that has preceded your complaint. After all, you have something to communicate about. Maybe there wasn't a lot of critical thought in what exists. Maybe your experience allows you to see something from a different perspective, but there is something that exists that you think needs to be changed. So there was some effort, there was something beforehand that got it to that point. So acknowledge that effort, at least, if only for that it's a starting point that helped you to see that there needs to be some change to move forward. So just even something that totally needs to be revamped is even a starting point for change. And many times there are things that we can build upon versus revamping. So there was some effort there. So acknowledge the effort that has preceded what you're about to talk about in reference to change. Another thing I think that we should think about is maybe we should come with a path forward. Certainly we can share and we can also be in a place where we need to be able to listen. We need to be able to receive information from others. We need to be able to make observation. Other people might have more information that we're not privy to. They might see things from a varied perspective that would actually be beneficial to us in terms of the change that we think needs to be made. I mean, how often have maybe you first looked at something and thought that it needed to be changed, but once you gathered some more information, you understand that there was a reason for it being a certain way, and maybe something still needs to be changed, but we now need to consider that reason in terms of what types of change or what things need to be put in place or in some cases removed to make things better. So sometimes that path forward is not really about the actual solution, but it can actually be about just having an approach that allows us to get to a place of solution. So that path forward can really be about coming open, being ready to listen, to observe, to take in information that would allow us to move forward. And then finally, I think we get to that place of solution. So if you do have a solution, and sometimes we know that change is needed and we don't have a solution, so that's about that path forward that we just were talking about. But if we do have a solution, then we need to come with that solution, but we need to come in a manner that that solution can be received. So can we clearly explain that solution to others in a way that they really understand the need for it and that they can get behind it? Change that sticks and change that makes the greatest positive impact is going to be change that is understood for the value that it can bring. So when we're coming with a solution, we want to come with a solution that we can clearly explain so that others can get behind it. So today I wanted to just, remind us all that complaining is easy and it's also worthless. However, if we communicate constructively for change, if we communicate inclusively for change, if we communicate clearly for change, then there are other viable opportunities that help us to build a better future, to recognize the past and current efforts and to engage others so that they are a part of that dialogue for positive change. So remember, complaining is easy, but we can make that effort to communicate constructively for change. And with that, that is my few minutes for today. I hope that you found that this has been a topic that's been inspiring, something to help you think, learn, grow, and ultimately lead a more fulfilling life. And I hope that if you are enjoying these messages, that you will like them and share them with others so that they can come along our learning journey as well. Please be sure to check out the show notes for a summary of today's session. And as always, I'm super appreciative of you joining me here today, and I hope to see you back next time. Until then, bye-bye.